I think woodworking in general, I was always interested in it. I think just making things out of your hands was something that I always looked forward to. And my dad was always around making things out of his hands. He built his church. So I was always aware of it. I just didn't have that kind of push until I realized it's doable, that I wanted to risk what I had to attain that. So I think, yes, it just naturally happened. I think I am where I am because what I did and where I wanted to be, and that's exactly where I'm at. Hi, my name is Ben Paik. I'm from Woby Design, and we're here in Gardena, California. Here at Woby Design, we as in me and Toby, we make things out of recycled skateboards. Making things about 2 years ago, and the idea came from this artist named Hiroshi who makes sculptures out of skateboards, and I wanted to incorporate that into home decor and everyday furniture. So after about a year, I realized I needed something a little bit better in terms of versatility, and so there's certain tools that I need in order to make usable lumber out of skateboards. And so I needed a bandsaw to do any resawing, as well as the drum sander for sanding it down to final thickness. And common woodworking tools wouldn't really work out for me. So I got the Laguna 1412 about a year ago, and shortly after that I got the SuperMax 1632 with a quick lever about a month after I bought the bandsaw. But now that I have the bandsaw and the drum sander, I could cut it into thicker, usable lumber, longer, as well as more precise. A lot of more, I get to save more by using veneers, and to make veneers I needed, same thickness, and so it's been working out really great. I think my skills have just improved just by having these tools. Since, my woodworking skills is so limited. It's only started about 2 years ago, and I learned straight off YouTube. I didn't have any help. So a lot of things is trial and error. And so when I first got the bandsaw, I wasn't aligning it right. The blade snapped. And so I called and asked for help, and I sat with him for about a full hour, I want to say. And he told me how to align these things, and they even sent me new blades. And it was overall very pleasant and very helpful. And I really appreciate that about a tool company, that they don't just sell you something and don't care about what happens after that. They actually follow through, make sure you're having the best experience. I think what caught most people's attention was when I made the plywood out of skateboards. And so it was a full sheet of plywood that's 3/4 thick, 4 by 8 feet. And I used Laguna 1412 as well as a SuperMax 1632 to make the veneers and glue those together to form a giant panel of sheet of plywood out of skateboards. The skate shop is called Garage Board Shop, and what he does is he takes these underprivileged kids And instead of having them out on the streets, he brings them to the skate shop, rewards them for doing their homework, and if they get better grades, then he rewards them by giving them skateboards. And what I do for him is make these little award plaques for the sponsors that sponsor this skate shop, and have them give them like a little gift for the sponsors. And so in a way that I get to help out Jerry, who happens to help out these kids. So yeah. So I've been recommending Laguna to anybody who's been looking for a bandsaw or a drum sander. And from my experience, I love it so much, and I really brag about it all the time on Instagram too. And so a lot of people ask me about that, and I make sure, tell them to check it out and test it out, see the reviews, talk to the customer service, and yeah, definitely.